What's up guys, it is I, once again, Mr. Gamer 990, and today guys I want to talk about and review one of my all-time favorite games on the HD Remastered Edition, both ICO and Shadow of the Colossus. Now guys, if you've been following my channel so far, you'd know by now I made two Let's Play series on both ICO and Shadow of the Colossus, games produced by both Team ICO and Sony. And these two games, guys, are among my all-time favorite games and the game that got me back into gaming. Now, I was really into games. I got into it at the very beginning of my life with games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and most notably Metal Gear Solid, among other great games, including Clock Tower and Dino Crisis. But this was the game series that got me back into gaming during a period of my life where I went away from games. I started to delve more into movies, animes, and I was going through a very dark period in my time, among the many dark periods. You know, my life is pretty tough, like many others, but this game was recommended to me by my two brothers, older and younger. They said I would really like this game, as this is the kind of game I would kill for. And when I played through ICO, trust me guys, it left a huge impact on my heart. We've always had this game on the PS2, but when we got it on the PS3 version, the HD Remastered, this one, it reminded me so much of why I love games. The story, the look of the game, the art, the characters, the moments between them, the interactions, the setting, everything about games is all found in these two games right here. But it started with ICO, followed by Shadow of the Colossus. Now, I reviewed these two games, specifically ICO, many times before, including on my first channel. It was actually my very first game review on my first channel, which I deleted, that being a movie channel, but there were so many issues with that channel that I had to take it down. But I won't talk much about the gameplay because there are many reviews on these two games, especially the HD Remastered version of the game. So I'm just here to talk about the story and what I really like about it. Both these games, of course. Now, ICO has a basic plot of a boy meets a girl type of story, where a young horned boy named ICO is taken to this castle in the mist far away by these masked men who are taking him there not because they want to, but because it's for his own good and for the good of his people. And ICO's trapped in this coffin thing until he breaks out. And he meets a young girl named Yorda, who has also been imprisoned against her will, except Yorda has never seen the outside world. And upon meeting ICO, she's very confused as to who he is and where he comes from, and they both talk a very different language. So there's like a huge language barrier between the both of them. Yet ICO feels very obligated to help Yorda at any cost. And by the end of the game, guys, the story gets deeper and deeper as their relationship starts to grow, and it is just so beautiful. The very definition of a boy meets girl story. And Shadow of the Colossus has a more mainstream appeal in that a young man named Wanderer, or he's called the Wanderer, travels on horseback with his companion named Agro, and with him he carries the corpse of a girl he once knew, this girl being Mono, and he heads for a temple, an abandoned temple in a very desolated land, and he places this girl on an altar to which the voice behind the altar named Dorman, an entity named Dorman, tells him that if he wishes to bring back the girl he loves, he must he must slay 16 colossi, each of these 16 colossi, but warns him that the consequence is very severe, and should he take this task, he promises to give him back his girl. And Wanderer then sets off with Agro to slay each one of these 16 colossi. And guys, these two stories are very connected, not just in the universe it's set in, but the story and themes and the characters. They don't have a direct connection, but Shadow Colossus is considered a origin story to ICO, a prequel, if you will, where ICO is the successor in terms of the story and the timeline. Now, Team ICO are making an upcoming game. Actually, they're planning to release an upcoming game called The Last Guardian, which I'm really excited to play. I'm going to do a Let's Play series on that. And these two games, guys, is just so incredible. Everything about it I love so much. Now, to be fair, the game mechanic in these two games, ICO and Shadow Colossus, it has a bit of a flaw, a minor flaw. That being, at times when I'm trying to control either ICO and definitely Wanderer in their respective games, I try to go a certain direction, and I instead I just go a totally different direction. Like if I'm trying to jump from this edge of a cliff to grab onto this ledge, I miss and I fall down to my death. And if you haven't saved the game in ICO, which are these white chairs where you and Mono rest, and the theme music to when you rest on these chairs called Heal is absolutely beautiful. But if you don't save at these points and you die, you have to start all over again unless you unlock these mystical doors, or not mystical, these magical doors, where Mono can use her ability, not Mono, sorry, Yoda can use her ability to open these doors, and that in itself is a checkpoint. And Shadow Colossus, there are like these tomb things, or like these altars where you can go and put save unless you kill a Colossi. And each time you do encounter a Colossi, that acts as your checkpoint, so you can start the fight all over again. And I'm sorry if I am getting mixed in my review, because I just woke up. My throat is a bit sore because, you know, it's hot right now, but these games are just so amazing in the detail and the aesthetics, from the atmosphere, the tone, the setting. These games are all about your surrounding more than the characters themselves. As much as I love them, I am just in awe of their surroundings. At times it's overwhelming in how you are amazed by it, but at other times it's scary, just the sheer size and epic scale of it. And these games are the definition of the term epic, and it puts you in a position where you don't know what the characters are doing, or right or wrong, especially in Shadow Colossus. I have made a theory in the very end of my Let's Play on Shadow Colossus, the finale, where I was talking about the main character's action and whether what he's doing is right or wrong. And in the end, guys, opinions are opinions, but I believe that people who do something do it for a reason that's not so much selfish, but more that they hope to bring someone they love back. And if we put ourselves in their position, what would we do, you know? And we can't really judge, but I really love these stories because of how the impact it had on me and other people who do love this game and are fond of the story and the characters. And where Team ICO goes with The Last Guardian, I am really excited for. And guys, please play ICO and Shadow Colossus on the HD Remastered, which is available right now on the PS3 via PSN. Also, you can get the CD. Now, the PS3, I think, is no longer on the market, but you can still get this game online if you can. Please do. It should be cheap by now, but this is definitely a must-buy. And guys, trust me, this game got me back into gaming for a reason. I'm all about the story first and foremost, but this game isn't so much about the gameplay, because like I said, there are some problems with the characters' movements, which I also have with other games like Assassin's Creed and games like the Infamous series, most definitely Infamous Second Son, how you can't really control the character the way you want. But other than that, these games are known for its compelling story, its feel of accomplishment, similar to the Soul series, where you feel like after you take down this Colossi or you overcome these shadow creatures which are present in ICO, you will feel a sense of accomplishment and like you've done something good, even though you believe what you're doing is not so good, but for you it's a feeling that you really can't get in any other game. And guys, thank you all for watching. Please play ICO and Shadow Colossus. Hope you like my review. Please give it a thumbs up, and please do check my other Let's Plays on both ICO and Shadow Colossus. Please check them out. I really worked hard on them. I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.